Hello, gallerists, ghosts, ghouls, gals, guys, and whatever qualifies for my gender, to another 12 FPS at Toon Kind question mark. Actually, egad, but we're not going to focus on that part. This is going to be a pretty simple session of taxes, malls, and two people coming together to speak standard things. With me, as not always but currently, is the one and only.
Tala, I'm doing jazz hands, but you cannot see because the world is cruel.
I am also Vanna White jazz handsing towards you, but the world is the world is cruel. Anyway, welcome viewers, as I've said previously, to the unholy trinity of consumerism or commercialism, because Spiffy cannot read. Uh Tala, because this first little bit focuses mostly on Trinity, would you like to do a bit of narrating,
Right.
scene setting, if you will?
So our setting in question is happiest place. Specifically, the biggest mall this side of Inkwell, probably. I don't know, it's the capital city. It's gotta have some big attractions. And in this mall in particular, is one Trinity Angle, local college student who is here on a bit of important business, actually. There's some stuff she needs to buy, and, well, the mall is supposedly your one stop place to get whatever you need. So, right now, I'm gonna roll something real quick.
Please do so. The only thing I could think of was largest mall is in Minnesota, so I don't know if that's accurate. Is it Michigan? It's Michigan. No, it's Minnesota. I'm smart. Continue.
I do not know anything about mall sizes. I cannot
Boy,
provide any commentary.
there's a place called America, and it's in Minnesota, and it's terrible.
Oh?
Yeah. It's got like 3 Burger Kings in it. It's great.
Wow. How big do you have to be to need 3?
Uh, it is the largest in the world, so it's not small.
World?
Yep,
Holy shit.
it's America,
Like
baby. What the fuck do you think
like,
we were gonna?
is it, like, legit small country size? I've heard of a couple of buildings that are that
I
size.
mean, like Vatican City sized, yes.
Damn.
A ghost says
Oh,
there.
yeah, yeah, there's a mall in Edmonton Mall, I think. I've been there, it's really fun.
It's got a fucking
It
water
it
park
ha
in it.
hold on. Fun fact about Edmonton Mall. It also has like this space theme park sort of thing, and it's got I think the largest roller coaster with the most amount of loop de loops. Largest indoor roller coaster with the most loop de loops. It's got that record, I'm pretty sure.
Wild.
People died on that roller coaster, by the way. There was an entire incident.
Oh my god, we're not even 5 minutes in. Anyway, it will not
Right.
counteract the power of the Bass Pro Shop pyramid in Nashville, Tennessee.
The
I will
what?
not be elaborating. Continue with your narration, Tala.
Okay, Trinity, right, she rolled a freaking 5 on that. She's kind of lost. It's a very big mall. She doesn't know where she doesn't know where to start. This is all a bit overwhelming.
Uh, I'm assuming there are little like standout things with interactable maps. This thing is like 3 stories tall with several different layers and escalators. It's a bit of a nightmare constructually.
It's a Toon Mall. What do you expect?
Yeah.
She's she has one of those brochures, with a map on them, and she's trying to read it, but it's broken up into different sections, and, one page has both areas from floor 1 and floor 3.
Oh. I,
And there's this stupid fucking little map mini game that's just sort of, like, included in the actual serious map, and she can't tell the difference between what's part of the game, what's part of the actual map, and what the fuck is this squiggly line doing here?
it has a crossword in the middle of it.
What do you mean it's part of the actual mall?
Yeah, solve the crossword to get to the
Not the
the
Burger
the Bubker King. We're not allowed to.
King. She is she would be tearing her hair out if she had any.
Sorry, just image of Trinity in a wig is just sparked into me. Um. Oh, Trinity with Karen haircut. Okay, last one. Serious. No jokes. While looking at this fold out of a map, uh, Trinity's eyes eventually wander from this piece of paper, if she could even still call it that, to the people surrounding you. Seeing all the which ways people are going. Shoppers, well, not just shoppers, there's a few employees, of course. Just going about business, trying to find their way in this mall. It felt like Trinity, or at least for Trinity, it felt like she was the only one lost. And everyone else knew exactly where they needed to go.
And, of course, that feeling of being the only person struggling is immensely awkward, and she considers for a moment the horrid idea of asking someone for help. We're going, "Oh, that's gonna be so embarrassing, though."
Oh, honey. I would do the same thing, but still.
So she just picks a direction and starts walking.
Oh boy.
Maybe if she's lucky, she'll get out of here before she starves to death.
Give me a second while I Google all of Mall of America's directory and let me just list it. Oh my god.
What?
No,
What?
I just found the entire listing of Mall of America. You could roll like a 1D100 for this shit.
Holy shit. Let me look it up too.
Oh, I apologize, any listeners or ghosts. This is what this is about now.
I've heard about it, but I've never actually like heard about it. I never really learned what it was about.
Oh, it is
How
a Sisyphean nightmare, let me tell you.
that's what I like to hear.
That's Oh dear god. Oh my god, it has 5 stories.
5?
Yep.
Holy shit.
Not all of them are complete. The fourth one's only at the top, but there is 3 complete stories of just mall.
Holy shit.
It's good.
Yeah, you could just roll a fucking
Do you
roll for the
letter?
letter, then roll for the number.
Well, first, this is like a fucking like I was about to call him a catcher cutie. What the fuck am I talking about? Cutie catcher. 26, 25. It's gonna be a Y. Oh boy. uh, Trinity, through following the map to try and find the one specialty shop that actually sells the thing that you need, which is very important for you, you end up at a Yakko's Candle Company. Um, It is a candle shop. I cannot emphasize that enough. It has candle accessories and other home fragrance products, but at the end of the day, you have ended up in a candle store.
Maybe I need wax. Maybe I could stay here for a little bit. Maybe I do need the wax.
Oh, she enters like the thing not knowing what it is, and then once she's actually in it, she realizes, oh wait, hold on, I need to actually purchase something or else I'll be doing it wrong. Oh. Oh no.
Yeah, in the slowly growing stress as she realizes she's getting more and more lost, she just gives in and buys a nice looking candle. It'll be a treat for herself.
Uh, how nice are you going with this, I say?
I mean, uh, she likes the smell of cinnamon. Maybe they've got cinnamon scented.
Okay. Uh, from what I can tell, most candles are priced at, so I'm gonna be very generous and say, uh, there is one on sale for 1 silver piece, and you can go up to the counter and hand them 1 silver piece, and that's all it'll be worth, Smiles.
Ah, sweet. She takes her a nice new candle, goes up to the counter, and gives the silver piece.
Uh, the let's say animatic? That's what it's called, right? And the slow frame rate man behind the counter looks at it, boop, scans it with a little device that you have never seen in your entire life, and goes, all right, that'll be 1 silver piece and 2 copper.
1 silver and 2 uh, okay. Okay, hold on.
And
You know, she could have sworn the price tag said, 1 silver,
you
but
can look at it right now. It says 1 silver.
it says 1 silver, but you know what? There's a line starting to form, and quite frankly,
Oh no!
it's just 2 copper
This is
anyways.
just the social anxiety game. Uh, uh,
She does not like shopping.
do not know many who do. The animatic accepts the 1 silver and 2 copper and hands you your. And let me go to the Yankee Candle store real quick. We're gonna be using Google a lot because I think it's funny if we're doing this. Uh, Jesus Christ! I just got like 15 notifications joining this. You get a peppermint pinwheels candle, which you may add to your inventory. Uh, you
Hooray!
you could have sworn it was a cinnamon one. Oh my god, there's reviews on it. Hold on.
What other reviews? What did they say? What did they say?
Value 3 out of 5. Quality 1. 1 out of 5 stars. Unpleasant. This doesn't
Oh, they're
smell
going.
the least bit like peppermint or anything else remotely pleasant.
Yes,
Holy
rip the
shit, there's
candle
more!
apart.
There's one by Dobie Girl. This was rated 1 helpful. 1 star, very weak scent. I am a die-hard Yankee Candle fan. I will and have always purchased Yankee Candle products. Okay, we need to read this after the game. We're gonna read this after the game.
Okay, after.
Uh,
But anyways, I guess she leaves the store with her weak ass candle.
just tag which you must now carry with you. I hope this won't become a running thing. Go ahead and give me a survivalness of suburbia. We'll say a 15 or above gets you going. And we'll see.
All right, survival. Let me go ahead and roll that.
Nothing will go wrong. This is a
13.
13. Let me see letter you get first. Okay, 23. We're just going backwards, I guess. Yeah, let's go with this. You arrive again. You're pretty sure it's the right store. It has the blue and white theming outside. You can't quite read it since it's just a logo, but it looks a little bit like a some type of mystical symbol. Uh,
Uh,
it is, as you may guess, a pretzel place with unconventional. Sorry. Unconventional thinkers and craving crazy concoctions like jalapeno cheese dog pretzel and
I
sinful cinnamon pretzel.
I are you reading off the website?
Yes. I'm so sorry.
Th- Well, I mean, it's about lunchtime. I guess you could grab some food while she's here and try again somewhere else. Where the
uh
fuck is the fake jewelry store?
there sure is a few. You can get a regular pretzel, a cheese pretzel, a Wetzel Bits, or a Wetzel dog. You do any of those could be, and the pictures that are shown on the menu do not assist you. They
I
have something. They have something called a jalaroni, which I'm assuming is halaroni, because
uh,
it's jalapenos and pepperoni.
I what happened to places just selling regular old pretzels? She liked pretzels.
Is this Tala talking, or is this Trinity, or is it both?
It's it's me talking and Trinity thinking.
Oh boy. Just no, Trinity knows what a pretzel is. What am I saying?
She knows what a pretzel is.
Okay.
She worked in a circus. They have pretzels there.
Oh,
But
that's a
Jesus Christ, what is this perversion of pretzels?
this profound, disturbing pretzel. Um, well, you can order if you want to. Would you gamble on Wetzel's pretzels?
I well, hey, it's good to keep an open mind. She uh will order the the one that looks like it's supposed to be a jalapeno pun? Maybe?
It is a halaroni, which is
Halaroni, that's
uh,
horrible.
it's pretty bad. It is
Wait,
a freshly baked cheese pretzel with pepperoni slices and this is the website's description, and
holy
big
shit.
juicy slices of jalapeno.
Just straight on there.
Yeah, no, they say it like that at Wetzel's Pretzels. They get wild there. They get wet and wild. Sorry, I need to stop saying get wet and wild at the Wetzel's Pretzels, dog. Come on. Uh, I don't want to charge you any more than a silver for this. We'll just say it's 4 copper and we'll move on. Oh, the ghosts are trying to kill me. Give me a second. Uh,
Yeah, Trinity's gonna leave before the ghosts can kill you.
uh, you obtain the Halaroni for 4 copper. Does she indulge in her twisty perversion of
Well,
food?
she grabbed a napkin real quick to like
Mm-hmm.
dab off all that grease. Jesus, pretzel should not be that greasy.
Mm-hmm.
Before she tries it, she's already paid for it.
I need you to make a con save.
Fuck.
Pretzels, and the item is called a Halarone. I need you to make a roll for this.
Well, hey, she's not too bad at handling spice.
Yeah, you're fine.
We
It's a
like spicy
13.
food.
Uh, I I can't decide if I want this to be a good pretzel or not. I'm just gonna say it is a combination of, you know, freshly done cheese pretzel with the sort of bite that pepperoni has, as well as the not intense but just very nice, flavorful spice that jalapenos naturally have. Um, there's not too many seeds in the jalapenos, so you won't die, which is a plus. Um, you after the second bite, like, okay, I guess this is all right. And then on the third, you're like, wait, this is good. Why do I like this? You slowly come to enjoy the Wetzel's pretzel. I'm sorry.
She will have to apologize to she will have to apologize to Henry, the guy that made really fucked up food at the circus.
Oh.
He was onto something. He was onto something.
You see, if you combine this Wetzel pretzel pepperoni with the Wetzel's pretzels chocolate, we'll unleash new flavor depths. Um, lovely. I'm so glad you can enjoy this. It's about this time after eating this interesting item. What is Trinity's passive perception?
Her passive is also a 13. Lots of 13s
Lots of
today.
13. Well, that's not going to be good for me. Uh, I'm going to go ahead and make a stealth roll for a as of yet unintroduced character, except if you're looking at the screen in which you can see the character, but shush, don't.
Uh,
Natural one, that is very in character. Okay. Um, you're munching. You're sitting down on one of the many, many benches available, and it's at first it's out of the corner of your eye a hoodied figure rather than a hoodie figure. It is a tune, mm, no more than 6 feet, probably around 5'10", 5'6", hunched over, trying to lay low, clearly, in casual street get up. Um, this doesn't really come as a surprise to you. It's just another person, except when you see the way the motions are made. It's at a much slower frame rate than most everyone else. And for a moment, you see a bob of blonde hair just sort of puff down in front of his hood before he sweeps it back up. And you're thinking, wait, is that? And then he trips over a trash can because I rolled a natural one on stealth, stubs his toe and begins to about to scream out in Grolix before Sugar Plum Fairy in a very squeaky voice. Um, the hood obviously flips down for a moment, and it's Otto, uh, who you know as Otto, the fellow camp counselor who you spent some time doing paperwork with, as well as allowing him to play a childish game of ogres and oubliettes with some fellow counselors and some of the kids. Uh, he is very much not wearing his normal getup that he literally should always be wearing, which is, is strange. You know that toons like their, uniforms, basically. You pick one outfit and you stick with it for most of your animation cycle. Uh, Instead, Otto's wearing normal clothes. He flips back up the hood and begins to continue trudging. Uh,
Ah, lovely. Well, uh, Trinity sees this, and she's almost almost considering shrugging it off until she remembers some of the incidents that happened at camp, like the bears, the bear cave, the mushroom eating contest, the cryptid hunt.
we do a quick ripple dissolve to all of those events as Trinity probably squints more and more.
Trouble seems to follow good old Otto. everywhere he goes. And right now, with the way he's acting and the things she knows can happen to a bunch of innocent people in a very public space.
Oh, honey.
She crumbles up the little the little wrapper, throws into a nearby trash can, and starts to tail Otto because something is almost certainly up.
All right. I'll say for this first one, don't really need a stealth roll since Otto is. Uh, every single session, Otto has to get at least one, like, just 0. I take 0 on his wisdom because it's Otto Hastings. He's not allowed. Um, you easily begin to tail the Toonie figure. Once again, noticing more and more things. Instead of the normal, like, leathery shoes that would be fitting of a classical bard his style, he's wearing sneakers and, like, black jean pants and, like, a t-shirt and a dark blue hoodie. Very off-putting, given how usually Otto is wearing a flowery outfit with silly little I was about to call them hoofies, little floofies, the arm flowers. What the fuck are those called?
I just call them shoulder poofs.
Yeah, let's call them the well, I don't want to call them that. Uh, but instead, and that feels weird. Uh, Even stranger, the way that he's walking and his when you can see his face, his expression, uh, he looks conflicted, and I would like an insight check. Ooh.
All right, insight. What's your insight?
Probably not too bad.
Yeah, she got a decent modifier.
Yeah.
14.
Uh, Nearly there. Uh, her first guess wasn't too off, as he does look pretty shady. He's wearing a frown. His eyes are kind of half lidded, looking around. But the more she studies, the more details, the more it doesn't quite fit. Uh, Instead of looking half squinty because he's mad, it just looks like he's tired, and the hoodie is trying to cover the not too apparent but pretty apparent bags under his eyes. Um, the way he's slouched over, it just looks like he hasn't gotten enough sun lately, and he's kind of mopey, not really causing trouble. But this is Otto. This is Otto. If anything, this makes him more suspicious. He's planning things.
Yeah, her suspicion goes to concern before slowly seeping back into suspicion
A sort of.
because
Mm,
you know a normal auto she knows a normal auto is prone to trouble, but an auto that's a little off, now she doesn't know what that means.
whoa. I just want to state the fact that normal Otto is an oxymoron of the highest caliber. Um, uh, let's see.
An auto that has something more wrong with him than usual.
Yeah, an abnormal Otto, if you will. Let's letter 18. Can Spiffy remember the letters of the alphabet really quickly? Probably not. Don't worry, I'm gifted in other ways.
I was just counting them.
Shush, it's too difficult. Let's see. Um, Oh yeah, let's go for this. The first devious store that he ends up in is um a pharmacy or a drugstore. Um, for some reason, this mall has one, which is confusing. Uh, the only drugstore I can think of right now is CVS, and I can't think of a good pun for that.
I don't
Hmm,
even know what CVS stands for, I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know what CVS stands for is, and we're gonna Google it very quickly. Hold on, because that's gonna. If I don't CVS acronym. Um, what the fuck? Oh, here we go. Consumer value stores. Sure. Uh, they stop by a SLS, a shopper's lovely store. Um, Otto is the first to enter. He puts back down the hood so that he doesn't get, you know, when you enter a convenience store with a hood up, people tend to give you looks, and he doesn't really want that. Uh, he'll take a left to go down one of the aisles, and how tall is Trinity again?
7'10".
Buddy. uh it is very apparent to you immediately that you are literally above the aisles and can see Otto from here, and you could see the like side and back of Otto and realize, oh, he will see me if he turns around at any moment. Uh Probably want to duck.
Yeah, that she does.
Uh Sorry, just the image of Trinity like duck walking throughout the store is very good to me. Um
Yeah, she sort of folds up into, like, a slightly smaller shape.
oh, that's very good. Paper effects. Um you trail Otto down the aisle. For a moment, the novelty items to the left and some basic medicines on the right, you believe him to be combining in some sort of diabolical fashion. Perhaps Pepsi and Mentos, or maybe he'll give someone a teddy bear and inside is a bomb that explodes into confetti, which is also a bomb. Such things are possible these days. Instead, he goes all the way down the aisle into the refrigerated section. Uh, he's going to open one of the doors that has more of the healthier options, and grabs a health drink that is green. I I kind of want that to be the brand name, but no. Uh, I'm assuming Trinity is not following down the aisle, just on the periphery.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Uh,
She's staying out of sight as much as possible.
Otto begins to turn around, and luckily Trinity isn't there, since she is being careful for now. Uh, Otto takes the drink to the counter and murmurs with the cashier working and pays for it. Not in the like, oh, he's gonna pay for. No, he pays for the beverage. Nothing else happens.
Hmm. I don't think Trinity knows what a health drink is.
Actually, yeah, from your perspective, you've seen Otto purchase a mysterious green viscous liquid of sorts.
Oh, that looks like poison.
Mm-hmm. It could have something deadly, like dihydrogen monoxide or kale. Um,
Oh, disgusting.
uh,
She is going to sort of sneak over to the, uh, whatever product it was he just
mhm.
bought and take a look at what it is.
uh, you don't need to roll intelligence for this. This is very clearly a health drink branded to basically help people with I'm trying to think of the right word for it. Nutrition, basically. Either whether it be high cholesterol or high blood sugar. Um, this is a drink branded for someone who just isn't doing too hot and needs something to give them vitamins and minerals. It's not poison.
She gives the ingredient list a bit of a you look, but ultimately puts it down.
Does she not like her
It's just
vegetables?
they just have some weird stuff in them, man.
Yeah, what the hell is an acai berry? I still don't know. Ugh.
But well, that's probably not part of whatever Otto is planning. So she uh will continue to will leave the store before he can like get too far out of her sights.
Goodness. Goodness. Uh Continuing on, please make a stealth check. At advantage since Otto is still sipping his bevy and is only slightly awake now. Uh
Where's your stealth again? There it is.
this is the part of the session where I remind everyone to drink water because it's good for
Oh,
you.
yeah, that's no good.
Mm.
That's
That'll do it.
better.
Natural 2 and then a natural 13 plus 6. Uh, yeah, no. Otto has a passive perception of 10. Even if he were to make a perception roll, no, he doesn't see shit. Instead, you follow around Otto as he clicks open the drink that he purchased and takes a quick sip and makes a face, kind of scrunches up at the taste, but continues sipping it anyway. Um, uh, yeah, let's go for another perception check. I'm feeling perception happy today.
Perception.
There are so many things to perceive.
It's too many things. It's overwhelming.
One might say it is a mall, so overwhelming is kind of the gimmick.
Yeah, that's a 9.
Oh boy. Uh, Nothing too peculiar. You see Otto fidgeting with something on his wrist, but other than that, nothing. Uh, Again, more time passes as you are uh, hunkered down, hiding between various foliage, and I mean, it's a trailing mission. I'm gonna be honest; it's not very exciting. Otto passes by a few things of note, specifically of note because they're things that Otto should react to, or at the very least make note of. Like a cotton candy stand. You are well aware of his voracious appetite for anything candy floss related. Uh, there is a mime doing a street act. There's a few performers. There's one of those kiddie rides that you can put a few copper pieces into and it moves around a little bit. Uh, some of these are foreign concepts to Trinity, but she knows Otto, and she knows what Otto likes and doesn't like, and Otto should be making reactions right now, and there aren't any. He's just walking forward.
Well, put that on a I put that as a point on the list of things Trinity is both suspicious of and also starting to be concerned of.
Oh, our favorite list. Uh, One last shop, I'll say. 10. Do. I think that is a J.
That's a J.
That's a J. Folks, that's a J. Um, they arrive to. I'm trying to think of a synonym for this word. Uh, the Wayfarers, which is a trendy, hip shoe as well as general apparel store, mostly centered around teens and uh, you know that like fake. I don't want to say like fake streetwear kind of urban crowd that
Oh,
is
yeah.
very artificial, very heavy gentrification. Uh, it's a bit of that. Um, which, if you know anything about Otto, that is not where he should be shopping for clothes at any time ever. But that's where he is. Uh, Otto begins looking around for polo shirts.
Oh, no.
Um, you can't think of anything sinister, and this really does add a point to the concern rather than the suspicion.
At this point, knowing what she does know and what recently happened, I think her main concern is, holy shit, is he possessed?"
um, boy, I kind of want you to make an insight check, because failure would be very funny right now.
It would
Um,
be,
let's see it. I would like to request an insight check from you.
'cause she's aware that's a thing that can happen. That's about 1.
Oh, the narrative calls for it. Oh, the narrative calls for it. Um, Otto is displaying several signs of astral possession right now. There is the zombie like movement. It almost looks like there is a literal, marionette strings tugging him along. There's the sort of way he's slurring his speech together. There's the clear lack of interest in anything that he's supposed to like. From what you understand of classic possession cases, this is pretty pretty damn textbook. Uh, Otto Hastings, as far as Trinity knows, is possessed and currently looking at blue polo shirts.
Huh. Alright. Alright, so, hmm. Trinity is now very grateful that she, just spent, like, an entire week researching possession.
Oh, honey.
She, is you know what? She's gonna be straightforward with it. She knows Otto is possessed, but whatever's possessing Otto doesn't know that she knows.
She's the chess that she is playing is beyond all.
Anyway, she just sort of goes up to Otto and goes, "Uh, hey, Otto, it's Trinity from, you know."
You get to the word "hey" before Otto wheels around, and the proverbial color is shot out of him. He doesn't have much to begin with. And he looks up to you with a very shocked expression. Uh, hi, Trinity. Hello. Yes.
"I didn't realize you were in Happy S Place. Sorry for startling you."
No, it's fine. It's just just shopping around. Uh, it's an off day. I typically do odd jobs here and there, but I don't really have nothing going on today, so I just thought I'd go in the store and sort of wander around.
Oh, yeah, yeah, I get that, I get that. I'm here on, not really business. There's nothing much that was happening today, so I figured I'd come here as well.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's not really outdoors, but it's out of house, which is sometimes good enough. Uh, I would like another insight check. This time rolling against deception, which is a problem because Otto. Uh,
Oh, lovely.
Bing bong. Oh boy. Uh, whoever this is, for reference, Tala rolled a natural 13. I rolled a natural 12. Tala rolled 16. I rolled an 18 on deception. Whoever this is, whoever Otto this is, he's hiding something. Or at the very least, obfuscating. He's not telling any direct lies, but he's dancing around his words, carefully choosing what to say and what not to say.
Hmm. Just like a possessed person would.
Yes, like a ghost.
A ghost who's never actually met her and so doesn't know much about how they know each other. Oh, yes, the pieces are all coming together.
The piece is finally falling. You open blindfold. You are doing a crossword. Um, I guess we're both just here for, hanging around. That's kind of nice. I never took you much for the, hanging around type. I know you always keep a type schedule most of the time.
Oh, yeah, it's sort of a break, I suppose, at campus right now. Uh, Someone did a summoning ritual incorrectly, so classes are canceled for the rest of the week.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, um, everyone's all right, right?
Well, they're still fishing a couple of students out of the void that opened up, but as far as I'm aware, everyone should be fine.
His face momentarily droops at that. Huh. The way you sound, or the way you're putting it, kind of sounds not too bad, but the words you're using is very concerning.
Uh, oh God, you're right. I've gotten used to it.
Oh, yeah, that happened with me too. uh, Another insight check, as he just said he'd gotten used to it. Whoa.
Suspicious.
Uh,
Dirty 20.
I'll go ahead and roll. Anything above, I think I need a 14 or above.
Uh,
Oh!
well, it's a 14 or above.
The reason why I said 14 or above is because Otto Hastings is a College of Eloquence bard, which means anything below a 10 on deception or persuasion rolls automatically counts as a 10 roll. Um, so that is a natural 20 for more obfuscation. Uh, Again, he's saying he got used to it, and his facial expressions, while still animated and ridiculous and has a lot of smear frames and it's kind of sketchy and you're looking at it a little too much and you stop. Well, the main takeaway is that he's not telling any, and you know that Otto doesn't do vague. The man would not know subtlety if Trinity almost did. He's being vague like him.
She is. Hmm. She's going to ignore wondering how she learned so much about him in such a short amount of time to instead wonder, hmm, maybe whoever's possessing him is onto me. They're hiding an awful lot. All right, time to move on to drastic measures.
Oh my god, what are you casting?
She's casting. Well, yeah, basically that's basically what's been up with me. Say, now that while we're here, do you wanna, I don't know, go shopping together?
Oh,
It's more fun with company, I've heard.
yeah, no, I've done a few shopping trips in the past. Actually, quite a few. I had to work out these costume. It's kind of difficult. Um, sure. Yeah, I can hang about. He I forgot the word for it. Rocks on his toes for a moment, kind of going up and down. Again, looking a bit silly given the uh, almost 3 to 4 foot height disparity. Um, all right. Again, I don't really have a shop that I'm specifically going for, so lead the way if you don't mind.
Elite, yeah, sure, sure, I can do that. She, stuffs up she says, hiding the map that, has, like, a lot of scribbles on it of her trying to take notes and figure out what this labyrinth means.
A half completed crossword puzzle.
And, I'm just gonna go ahead and roll a letter real quick as
Oh
she,
boy. As I look at mallofamerica.com. This is not a sponsored like FPS, by the way. I need to state that out loud. I don't even think I've been, and I don't really like malls, but I think it's very funny.
Avery, are you okay?
Every, are you Jay or are you serious?
Avery, speak to me!
Does it need to
Speak to me,
do a
buddy!
roll? Or is it I have a feeling it's gonna do all of them at once as soon as it wakes up. Come on, Avery, be nice. Oh,
Oh, shit.
huh. Well,
Well,
pick
a
pick
good
a
man
number
is
between 1
down.
and 26.
14, my favorite number.
That sounds great. Uh, uh, just use math, Spiffy. Stop doing that. Uh, physical dice when all else fails, says the ghost. Maybe. Um, let's go with yes. You find Nordstrom Rack and Apparel. Or actually, no, I can think of a fucking stupider name. Nordstrom. Uh, what the fuck is it called? Rack Shack and a Bendigo. I will not explain what that means.
I huh?
It's Nordstrom,
Okay.
Rack Shack, and Benny. Just don't. Just it's
Oh,
VeggieTales. Don't question it.
Everett's alive.
Oh, she's ugly. Okay. Either way, it is a fancier apparel store that you two somehow ended up in. Um, Otto, being the one who is following your lead, is a little confused, but is not going to say anything because he is terrified.
Yeah, Trinity just sort of picked a direction and started walking. So while they're in there and she's sort of idly sifting through clothes, she asks, uh, so, Otto,
Hmm?
anything you've been up to lately?
I'm gonna immediately roll a deception check at disadvantage because is going to um let's see.
Oh,
Oh, oh, it's a natural one immediately. My God, yeah, that sure is a just a absolute failure. Um, he stops talking and he doesn't respond immediately with a bunch of words. There's a beat until it finally catches up to him, flashes awake almost. Oh, no, we the spooky party at EGAD, this place that I kind of work at. I went to the like kind of a harvest Halloween, right?
uh, yes, I know what Halloween is.
Yeah. So just dressed up as one of my coworkers. It's a really funny time.
Huh. Okay. Well, I've never heard of this egad. Could you tell me more about it?
Sure, sure. He is looking up to you in the literal sense, not in the metaphorical sense. Trying to basically see if you're buying any of this.
Uh, I'll go ahead and roll her deception.
Sure.
Let's see.
I have a sick +1 insight. Check it out, gamers. Ooh,
uh, God damn indeed. And now Every dies.
she's angry at you. Be nice to Every.
Just please, Every.
There
Never
it
mind.
goes.
Fuck you, Every.
6 plus. See, you angered the Every. We understand how this works.
Yeah, okay. So a 21 versus an 8 in deception. There is an undercurrent of suspicion underneath Trinity's words. Her she she's not always the most cuddly, approachable person, but this seems different. There's a hint of hostility almost.
Mhm. Um, I am going to make an intelligence save. Otto is going to try and use his logic. 19. Uh,
Nice.
First train of thought, I fucked up. I fucked up somehow. I don't know how I fucked up, but I fucked up. I thought Trinity was kind of enjoyed me, but she also kind of hated me at first. So what do I do? What do I do? Until he calms down. She hasn't figured you out yet. We're good. She still believes everything you're saying. Everything is okay. We're good.
I'll be down in a bit.
Oh dear. Uh,
Sorry about that.
you're perfectly fine. Eventually he calms down, realizing he can actually talk about something he kind of knows about. Oh, EGAD. It's Explorers Guild of Animated Discoveries. It's run by this old guy, Ollie. He's got like all these crazy artifacts in his manner. He's very polite, nice guy. But basically, our job is to help around. We have one specific task that we need to do about these what are they, crypts or something? But we're adventurers, explorers. We help people out and we find unique stuff. Surprisingly, there's still a lot to see out there that not a lot of folks get the chance to see. So we try and explore before some unprepared idiot explores for us, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, Trinity does actually know about EGAD, actually. She knows Professor Scrannery.
Ooh. This-
So she nods at this and realizes, yeah, that's probably how he got possessed.
Oh, I love her so much.
Everything is coming together.
Just cold, logical, analytical. Also a moron. Not with the people skills. Yeah. I obviously I do a lot of, I like doing odd jobs and I like working a bunch of different things, but I've been really, I guess, vibing with the EGAD folks just because the you know atmosphere of the job is just real nice.
Yeah, it sounds fun, I suppose. Not
Uh,
particularly for the adventuring type, but it makes sense.
at it sounds fun. Another deception. Oh boy. N. I don't even think you have to roll for that. That's...
I mean, her passive insight's a 13.
Yeah. Otto agrees visually and audibly. He's like, yeah, it is fun. He's lying here. He does think it's fun, but there is another more clear emotion that he has remains unspoken. Do you, what kind of clothes do you usually get from places like this?
Oh, I, actually, to be honest, I don't normally, buy clothing. I don't wear normal clothes. I just sort of grab a couple of pieces of paper from the arts and crafts and just use that.
Huh.
But, this is for a friend.
Oh, that's actually very thoughtful of you. Yeah, giving gifts is pretty nice. I've come to find.
Yeah, this friend of mine, she's been sort of going through a rough time, I suppose.
He nods.
It's it's a little funny actually. And looking around, I'm gonna say this area of the store pretty empty.
Uh,
Just the two of them.
oh yeah, no, it's a massive store for sort of upper crusters in a mall. Even the cashier is not paying attention. It is just them in the back of a large room surrounded by coats, otherwise known as camouflage. And it's just Otto looking at coats.
It's kind of funny actually. She recently found out she was possessed and well,
Hmm? He looks up.
I'll cut to the chase. Who are you and what are you doing in Otis' body?
Uh, does she pull a weapon? Or is she just asking questions right now?
She's a wizard. She has no weapons to pull. It looks like she's just asking questions right now, but you can feel the tingling of magic in the air.
Yeah, Otto puts his fucking hands up. What do you mean? It, you think I'm possessed?
Well, duh. All you show all the telltale symptoms. I'm no fool, whatever you are. And whatever you're doing with Otto, that's not gonna fly. I mean, come on, he's a nice little guy. Why would you choose him of all people?
He's what? He is now has a slight red tint to his face. Uh, he, it, it, uh, so one of the ghosts says this is the second time Otto has been mistaken for something he's not. Correction, this is the third time in game. Uh, uh, there's a reason there's part 1 and part 2 of Abar's last play, which I will be plugging right now. Ha ha ha! Go check it out on the chat. um, Otto looks mortified and like he's experiencing a moment again. Not just right now, but in the past as well. Listen, I don't know what I have to prove to you, Trinity, but I'm the same person that I was at Camp Campin. I know that I kind of messed it up with the paperwork there, and I know that we never really got to talk after that, and I just I and he is beginning to stutter up, similar to a broken record.
Hmm. I think at this point she pauses and rolls an insight real quick.
Sure.
Is that they do sound awfully convincing. 13.
The unlucky 13. Um, if this is an apparition, they know a lot. It could be coincidence, and it
Mhm.
could be that this ghost was planning to invade Otto at any moment and watched his every waking hour, but the more your more frontal lobe part of your brain that you don't have starts to piece it together, that's not likely. What's more likely is that Otto's either not feeling well or just has symptoms not related to an actual ghost event. And she probably just had it on the mind. Of course, she's realizing this staring down an Otto who looks like he is staring down a gun for the third time.
She puts her hand down, and the magic in the air dissipates. And she goes, "Wait, fuck, are you actually Otto?"
You
Oh god.
swear?
Uh, yes? I've always been able to swear.
No, I knew. For for a moment, the like tension and the like I'm going to die energy that Otto's feeling just fucking breaks. And he's just laughing his ass off in the middle of the store because a very, in his opinion, hoity-toity friend of his just swore like a sailor, and that is funny. No, no, I know. Of course, you can swear. You have the ability to do it, but I just.
I Hey, you don't know what kind of people I hang with? Well,
Oh, yes, obviously, clearly. You could hang with the baddest when you shop for
I
candles. He taps the bag to your side.
that was an impulse buy.
You impulse bought candles?
I well,
You
I
don't
mean,
get to escape this now.
I walked into the store by accident. I wasn't gonna leave without paying. That's rude.
That's a normal thing people do. Have you not? Oh boy. I gotta teach you, like, street smarts.
Hey, I have plenty of street smarts.
He stands up straight and gives you a smug look.
Oh my! Don't look at me like that.
He uses a hand to wipe off his smug face. Behind it, a smaller, smuggier face.
Don't do that. Jeez, don't do that either.
All right. He kind of scratches out like a eraser board and goes back to normal. Okay, yeah. I think we can agree that if either of us were possessed, these ghosts are doing a really bad job.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry about that again. I guess possession was on the mind. I wasn't kidding about my friend.
No, I understand. Once things happen and you start to get associations with other things, it's uh, natural. So, um, let's just start from the beginning. Now that you no longer think that I am a ghost, he puts his hands in the hoodie pockets, kind of teeters a little bit.
Yeah. Let's start from the top. Uh, are you are you doing all right, Otto? I mean, there's you seem a bit off.
His mouth shrinks as though he is chewed into a lemon. He gestures vaguely.
I mean, hey, it's fine if you don't want to tell me if it's like personal or something, but
No,
I know I'm not the most approachable person, but I
No,
do want to help you out if something is wrong.
You are one of the approachable people at Camp Campin. I mean, okay, Posy excluded, because Posy is at the light, and we all agree this. But you are very nice. Sure, a little, too courteous at times, but you're, kind. You always try to help people out, and frankly, your work ethic is astounding most of the time. I don't think he was unapproachable. I just didn't really want to. Opening up is weird. Okay, I'm not immune to feelings of not wanting to say things, and he crosses his arms like an adult baby.
uh, oh, yeah, I get that. I get that. Um, well, I mean, if it's not something you really want to talk about, we.
Uh,
uh,
it's it would be probably good for me to talk about. I have been seeing well, not a quack doc, but regular doc about this sort of stuff, and said that I needed to get out more and I needed to, try different clothes, try different things. Uh, Apparently, my blood pressure, which I didn't know that I had, was a little itsy on the high side. So apparently, I have been stressed. I don't know why, but it's a really bad lie. You're not even believing this for a moment, are you?
Yeah, I know how good you are at lying. That's not your best work.
That's what the critics said. Yeah, it's been a very strange months. Starts counting on his gloved fingers, then remembers he doesn't have gloves on because I don't remember the outfit I gave this man. They just suggested that I, go easy on certain foodstuffs and try more healthy options. He swigs around the kale drink. Um, I've been talking about myself this entire time. You have a friend who is possessed?
Hey, don't change the subject.
Oh no, I'm very much changing the subject.
Well, yes, a friend of mine recently found out she was possessed. It's a whole thing. Right now, we're just sort of busy trying to find a way to undo the possession, pretty much.
Huh. Is this a case of item possession? Spirit to the soul, spirit to the head?
Uh, to the soul, pretty much. It's not actually actively controlling her right now, and we have precautions in place to, make sure that uh, if it does take over, nothing too bad will happen.
Yeah. Holy water in the hose.
Oh, I should have bought holy water. Thank you
I
for
was
reminding
joking.
me.
Oh my goodness, no, you did not want to. Generally speaking, depending on what deity or god tries to bless that holy water, the results can vary. Why do I know that information? Don't ask why I know that information.
Okay, I won't ask. Let
Wonderful.
me I do know someone who would know more about what kind of holy water would be effective. I'll
Um,
have to add that to the shopping list. But yeah, so far it doesn't seem surprisingly enough, it doesn't seem super urgent. I mean, it's been there this entire time, but it's just only now that we've realized that it's there.
so it's just kind of, what's the word? Um, it's just kind of existing. Like it's not like, spiteful or super cruel, nasty stuff. It's just kind of eh.
Well, I'm I'm not the one who personally knows whatever's possessing her, but I have heard that they're likely to be dangerous if left unchecked.
Mhm. Hmm.
So, yeah, that's to be honest, that's kind of why I came here in the first place. I was looking for some of the ingredients we needed for the, you know, unpossession ritual.
Uh, do you have the list with you?
Oh, yeah, actually. And she reaches into her hammer space.
I love reaching into
Okay,
hammer space.
and pulls out a little slip of paper, nicely organized.
Uh,
And on the list is a wide variety of very strange looking ingredients,
uh,
all of which do not seem like they can be gotten at a mall. Uh, though there is one circled that specifically says just the fakest jewelry you can find.
oh, um, yeah, I actually think I know what this ingredient is.
Oh, really? That's
Yeah.
great. I was hoping that they'd have like a magic item shop here.
That's not what you're looking for. You're looking for fake stuff, right? Real bottom of the barrel.
I mean, yeah, it's what the ingredient list said. Fake jewelry.
Uh,
So maybe it wants a mimic?
who tries to hold back a laugh because that is not a bad idea. Uh, he pulls out his hat from one of the pockets of the jeans and pulls out from uh, a ring pop. It's wrapped, of course, but it is what you can clearly see a plastic wrapped candy, which does look like a ring.
It's in that moment where Trinity's sort of squinting at it, confused for a moment, where everything just clicks together and she oh my god, it means actual fake jewelry.
Yeah, like if it asks you to look for diamonds, you look for rhinestones, you know? It's not actually looking for mimicry. That was your first guess?
I thought it made sense at the moment.
No, I see how it makes sense, but I'm just curious of how your brain works.
Occam's razor strikes again.
Oh, I don't know what that means. uh, he holds up the ring pop, very much holds it up, uses both hands, like stands on tippy toes.
She takes the ring pop and looks it over. Goes, Einquell has some very strange candy.
I'm just glad that you have not encountered wax lips.
Wax what?
Never mind. He starts walking away, ushering you to follow, I assume.
Yeah, Trinity is going to follow. After putting the ring pop away where it'll be nice and safe.
I don't want to crush ring pop. Come on, that would ruin the integrity of the ritual. The two sort of walk side by side for a little bit, wordlessly at first, before Otto is, of course, the first one to strike up conversation. So, I'm assuming you thought I was acting, well, for lack of a better word, sketchy?
I was remembering the mushroom incident when I first saw you.
Not my finest hour. Not my finest hour. Okay. For genuinely good reason, I can't tell you everything that's been happening, but it started out with having a hitman hired on me, and it did
You had a
not
what?
improve from then. Oh wait, no, that's actually the hunting trip is actually before that. There was the hunting trip with the cultists of the scaly variety. There was the hitman, Macbeth, lovely guy, by the way. It's quite nice. I actually attended his daughter's birthday party. It was quite a lovely event. And then I had another sort of encounter with one of the, I guess you could call him kind of a boss, Rogue 40. Kind of worked for EGAD, I guess. Even without an insight check, there is a lot of apprehension around Rogue Fort currently. Not in the I don't like this person way, but in like a I know information that I was not meant to know sort of way.
Oh dear.
Yeah. See, you would think if if a thing starts out with a hunting party where most of your team goes down and everyone's asleep and you get, you're mind controlled by he keeps trying to say an SN word and it's just not coming. The
Snail?
yeah, let's go with that. Snail cultists. And I don't want to tell you this to freak you out, but I will be honest. I did go down quite a few times during that. Wasn't exactly a standard hunting trip.
Oh, well, are you all right? Have you at least recovered physically?
Oh yeah, no, this was months or so ago. I forgot how time works. I'm pretty much fine now. It's just physically, yeah, I'm fine. But he looks up to Trinity and realizes that even he can't bring himself to lie. Even Otto. It's not been doing great for the mental side of stuff. Sleep, general, just care of self. I- it hasn't been always great, but guess it just went really bad after that, or something.
Trinity she nods. She gets what he's going through. She gets what he's going through. And geez, that sounds rough. I can't say I'm much of an expert on how to handle that sort of stuff, but I mean, I guess if you ever need someone to talk to about whatever you're going through, uh, I'll 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 be available.
Huh? Oh. Um. Huh. Uh, he once again, the bard with a literal 20 charisma is speechless. You have out-talked the talker.
Uh, yeah, you're a good fellow, Otto. I uh, and she is a brief moment where he's like, wait, fuck. I think I said something I wasn't supposed to before she just fucking barrels through that. Uh, you're, uh, you're a good fellow, Otto. I want to help where I can.
Yeah. Yeah. When you were first accusing me of being a ghost, you first thing you did was compliment someone you thought wasn't there, and I don't know, that was
All right, that happened.
it'll feel like a bad dream in a little bit, or it'll feel like a fun little anecdote we can tell later.
Yeah, I suppose that the fake possession story will eventually stop being a mortifying memory and eventually a fun little thing we can laugh about in the future.
The old adage is that comedy is tragedy plus time, and for this, I think only a little more time needs. For the rest of it, I need a lot more time.
How did you make that noise with your mouth?
Huh? Oh, Growlix. Just
Right.
he looks confused for a moment before he's like, "Oh, right. No, you're not from Inkwell, right? You're
Uh,
gosh,
yeah, Albury. How do I pronounce the fucking place?
you can go
Albury.
check. It's fine."
uh, yeah, I'm from Alburion. Uh, basically no tunes there, so I'm still kind of getting used to the beeping thing.
And I feel like that is the least confusing aspect of our biology, physiology, culture, all of it. Uh,
There are many things that are new to me here.
yeah, we do that to people.
But uh, on that note, I, there was something that's been on my mind a little bit while we were walking, and I just have to ask: do you know the way out of here?
Blink, blink, blink. Have you been stuck here all day?
I, well, I mean, I wouldn't
What time did you
say
get
all
here?
day. I 11 a.m.
He checks his watch on his left hand, which you realize now is a pretty fancy looking modern electronic. It is a fitness watch. That's likely what he was fidgeting with, which you thought was a bomb, probably. Uh, it is now 4 p.m. Probably closer to actually like 6, given. Yeah, I for Toon's sake, I feel like she's been here for like 7 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. You've been here
She spent a long
for
time on that crossword.
20. It is 6:32. You've been here for 7 hours.
I listen, I don't understand the map.
Oh no, I don't understand the map either, but I'm just starting to understand why you thought I was possessed. I feel like after 7 hours of a mall, I would start to believe a lot of things. Ghost
I
possession's one of them.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll be completely honest. I feel like I'm starting to lose my mind. I mean, you know this candle you pointed out earlier?
Mm-hmm.
I walked in the store. It said it was 1 silver. It still says the little price tag on it still says it's just 1 silver, but instead I paid 1 silver and a couple extra coppers. I don't even know why. I just paid.
Do you not know what tax is?
I uh to the taxes to the crown? I mean, yeah, that's stuff you pay at like the end of the month to the crown.
His face kind of like it's a mixed expression for a moment where you're like, huh. It looks a bit like Charlie Brown's like squiggly mouth. Um okay, as much as I want to talk about wait, have you paid your taxes?
I I pay my taxes.
Okay, I'm making sure. I'm making sure.
I listen, I was one of the few people back home who knew how to read and write. I was the only one that paid the taxes.
That's kind of incredible that you managed to learn all that. I was gonna make a jab at, not understanding how taxing of goods work, but I feel a bit like a jerk now.
I mean, I still don't understand what taxes have to do with
Oh boy.
candles.
Sales tax. There's a tax on every sale. He reaches
What?
into the bag where the receipt for the candle is and points to the sales tax thing. See? Subtotal plus tax equals total.
Why? Aren't they already getting taxes?
Yeah. She continues walking, now leading Otto. I'm going to say he probably worked at this location as a kid, so he does not need to make any sort of check. He is finding the exit. Feels like a job that a shitty teenager would have. Um, yeah, I think a bit ago, had this sort of, monthly tax system or yearly tax system, but then we switched over to a bit of income tax and then sales tax. There's a few different types and a few different things that work. I'm not an economic buff by any means, but the important thing is, and as you were focusing on taxes and how stupid it is and how stupid this candle is, there is the sound of an automatic door opening, the and of the AC going off, and it's outside.
Oh my god, the sky, I've missed you.
It is now dusk nearing night. Bit of red, but mostly that incandescent purplish blue. There are a few trees outside, but mostly, I don't think parking lots quite exist, but basically a parking lot.
Ye olde parking lot.
Yeah, ye olde. Don't worry about it. It's farm. uh, I don't suppose you know your way home?
Uh, yeah, I I'm not too far from here actually. I'm studying over on the local wizard college.
That explains a lot more things. I kind of always figured you for the, more magical, intelligent type, but I guess I kind of underestimated your book smarts.
Yeah, it's kind of I guess the only reason I came to Inkwell. I heard it had very good magical education.
Huh. Um, Well, I, as a upstanding member of EGAD, will offer a walk home.
Oh, sure. Sure. Thanks. That's very nice.
He starts to hold our hand up to like guide you, and then realizes that's not going to work, and puts the hand back down.
The height difference might make it a bit difficult.
That's it. It's going to look silly. Um. Uh. I guess thanks for stalking me today, and I mean that in a genuine way. Uh. Never really got the chance to speak to someone else that kind of knows where I'm coming from.
I I'm just glad you weren't too upset with that. Again, very sorry for the misunderstanding. That is totally on me.
Don't worry about it. It's like the 5th time this month.
S- Wow.
Yeah. I they say I have one of those faces. Okay, one of them was kind of my fault. One of them was not at all my fault. The other two were circumstantial at best. This one was just more so comedy of errors.
Yeah, it's certainly some sort of comedy.
Yeah, that's the genre we're in right now. He begins to guide you home as I make a meta joke about rom-coms. Uh,
And they continue into the sunset, having a nice conversation about what constitutes a comedy, anyways.
no, comedy is like lighthearted. Technically speaking, it used to be that comedies were just anything with a happy ending, but nowadays it's more so focused on jokes and character interactions. There's all sorts of types of comedies, and you've realized you've activated Otto's special interest, and you are going to hear about this through the entire walk home. And the dumbest part of you is like, "This is wonderful." I am.
Joke's on you. Trinity's also interested in that. She was
Yep.
a performer.
Yep.
She studied this shit.
Yep. The two have a very engaging conversation about the merits of comedy and what makes for good comedic effect. Uh, Otto learns about her circus past and obviously brings up his brief stint in clown college. Uh, there's a back and forth that um, the dumbest part of Trinity knows this is enjoyable. She is having a nice time. Otto is having a nice time. What the fuck? Bless you.
Yeah, just there is a part deep inside of her that goes, "Oh God, he's so fun to talk to."
This is I need to do this again, but how? How do I speak to people? Eventually the time that they have runs up as they come across I believe the dormitories for Trinity.
Yeah. In the distance, by the way, you can see. Uh, remember the ritual Trinity mentioned that went wrong. You can see mile-high tendrils of void just reaching into the sky. Uh, like maybe half a kilometer away. It's closer to the library. It's a decent way away from Trinity's dorm.
Oh man, I thought they weren't going to start construction until after the holidays. Oof. Uh, you cannot tell if Otto is doing a joke there. It is very hard to tell.
Trinity's going to assume he's being completely serious. Oh no, that's the ritual from earlier. I heard it'll clear up by Monday at the latest.
Oh, well, they work fast.
Yeah, it's impressive. I mean, if back home, if we got this sort of stuff in the town square, it would have taken like 50 years and we'd be telling stories about it to our grandkids.
And for us, it is Tuesday.
I know.
She just thinks it's Tuesday now. Trinity.
Wait,
It's like an expression to say, like, oh, for us it's just Tuesday, but I think Trinity is like, ah, yes, it is Tuesday.
I thought it was Tuesday in character.
Tala! It's an expression.
I'm realizing now.
Oh, it's also Sunday. Yeah, good point. Ghost.
In character. I'm not in character.
Yeah, in character, definitely in character. Tala is just a incredibly talented actor. He knows all of the things.
I'm method acting, you
Yeah.
see.
Idiots. Eventually, they come to the dorms, and Otto looks down and realizes that he's still in his street outfit. It's like, oh, ooh, sorry. He grabs at like the his chest of the shirt, like scrunches up the hoodie, and in a swift motion, like flips it off or like tears it off to his right, and you're expecting it to like rip, and it just cleanly foops off into a full outfit of the hoodie and jeans, and below it is his entire normal attire. Tune things.
Huh. Convenient.
Oh yeah, no. It's like a sleight of hand trick, but it's not really that hard.
Gosh, back home I would have killed for costume changes that fast.
Oh, trust me. If ever you do another performance, I will teach you the ways of the costume change. Nothing gets the crowd pumped up like the costume change right before the key change. It is chef's kiss.
Yeah, maybe next time you could show me that. Or, well, uh, assuming we could hang out again sometime. This was fun.
Yeah, do you have a phone number or
I I I don't have a phone, but
okay. What's the
uh
best way to contact you then?
okay, well, hold on. Come inside for a second. I've got a little trick to show you.
You better show me your magical cranes again.
Yeah, actually. They're kind of my main way of communication. Uh, there is a sort of special way you can fold them, and a couple of symbols you just need to scribble on the wings to get them to the place you need to go.
He actually begins to nod, taking this in. Seeing this side of Otto, which is actually actively listening and learning about something horrifying.
Holy shit. Well, she'll take advantage of that while
While
while she
supplies
can.
last. Yeah.
And she will proceed to give a little lesson on how to fold an origami crane, and then what glyphs you've got to write to uh, create a magical one.
uh, do a very quick sleight of hand. It goes 14. Perfectly acceptable crane.
Yeah, you speak the command word, and it starts flapping around the room before landing in Trinity's hand, which she puts back down the table. See, you got it.
You didn't even read the message.
Oh, you put a message on here? Alright, hold on.
Obviously.
And she unfolds the little crane.
It says, and I quote, "Sup. with an exclamation mark. have I flummoxed you?
uh, some of that laughter was in character. I'm method acting.
I'm method acting, guys. That is the theme of today. That and Burger King.
Burger King. They passed 3 on the way out.
Horrible. As much as I'm joking around, this is actually incredibly cool and is honestly way cooler than, internet stuff.
Yeah, it's a little trick I learned when I was young. If it's from what I can tell, it's a bit easier to send these little guys to me, which I assume it's just a sort of like understands like sort of situation. But um yeah, if you ever I don't know, have a free day in Happy S Place again, just give me a crane. And we could organize a place to meet.
I feel like knowing us, organization is not gonna happen very much, but I'll try my best.
That's fair. Hey, who knows? Maybe we'll get lucky again and we'll just run into each other on the off chance.
Please, not literally, I will be bowled over.
That's we'd both be bowled over. I'm also very light.
I he makes expression. My bones, like, you know, gestures. This is not muscle. This is, I mean, it is literally I can be picked up by a 3-foot fairy.
Otto, I don't even have bones.
Neither do I. He looks sad at this. Uh, do you want
Well,
to
I guess
get
we can
bones?
just
We can get bones.
I I don't think we can get bones in a way that's very legal,
I'm
Otto.
gonna get bones. I don't know about you.
If you're gonna try and get bones, please make sure they're legal.
I would never get an illegal bone. I exclusively did. I'm gonna stop speaking now. He's gonna stand up and start walking out the door. No, shush. No, I will talk to you later. And good. This was a cool day. Okay.
Yeah, it really was nice to see you again, Otto. But, make sure to send a crane when you get home safe, I guess.
Uh, as he's out the door and looking back, his normally shit-eating grin is no longer much of a grin. It is an earnest smile that you've seen once before when he was helping out with the headache, and he looks nice.
Aw. Does he say anything before he goes?
He seems to be waiting for you to say something, a goodbye or something along those lines.
Uh, what, yeah, thanks for walking me home, by the way. You have a nice night, Otto.
Uh, yeah, I think I will. Night, Trinity.
Good night.
Yeah, night. Just closes the door, and gets the appropriate distance away from the dorm before mildly having a freak out for himself. Just a lot of emotions in this 5'7" man.
I Yeah, the door closes and Trinity goes, sort of stares at the wall for a moment, uh, as three little lines form beneath her eyes, and she looks back down at the little paper with the stupid fucking sup written on it, and just sort of giggles to herself and folds it back up into a paper crane and puts it in her hammer space.
Oh, I can't one that up. I cannot one up that. That's so good. Pedal's ghost says in chat, and so the little paper boat ship has sailed. Otto does eventually get back and sends a very quick crane. It reads as following. Hello, and that's scratched out. How's it going? And that's scratched out. What's up? I made it home. This is Otto, by the way. Hope you had an alright time. Sorry about freaking out. This is Otto. And then he signs it with his signature.
God, this fucking dork.
Bud, did you expect anything less? He doesn't know what he's doing. He just pretends.
The paper crane is also put in her hammer space beside the other paper crane from Otto. It's got a little friend, and she will send one back before heading to bed. Which reads, glad to see you made it back safe. Have a nice night, Otto. Sweet dreams. With a little heart.
Otto sees this and his face begins to kind of blush up again, and his legs start to like kind of bounce up and down, and he can't contain himself, and he has to kind of jump out of the spot that he was sitting in. He has to walk around his room a little bit, and he starts gesturing very vaguely and starts yelling silently before eventually putting the crane under his bed and then laying still fully clothed on the bed, no blanket over him, just head on pillow, and just stares wide awake at the ceiling for a good while.
Meanwhile, Trinity goes to sleep easily, thinking nice thoughts and with a nice, warm, fuzzy feeling in her chest.
Aww.
And that, my dear viewer, is the Unholy Trinity of Commercialism. Thank you for watching this delightful FPS.
And thank you for listening if you're doing that as well. I hope you learned the morals of the day. If you did not learn the correct morals, we will know, viewer. There's only one of you. Ugh.
Occam's razor is a thing that exists.
I'm gonna be honest, I completely forgot what an Occam's razor is, and I'm just not ready for it.
Oh, it's basically like the simplest, most obvious solution / problem / whatever is usually the correct one.
Ah, Portal 2, I understand. Got it. That's it. I've been your benevolent, malevolent, jevolent host with the most spiffy.
And I have been Tala. I'm not doing a double Tala today.
Only one. That's
That's
full
all
name.
you're gonna get.
That's write it all down. And I still don't have an outro catchphrase. Goodbye.
Bazinga, that's it.
Shut up. I'm gonna stop the recording.
I stopped the recording too.